Was it a period of dark age? Now, if you have to make a guess, which school of historiography will accept it as a dark age? पहले भी डिस्कस किए थे ऑन द वेरी फर्स्ट डे डिफरेंट स्कूल्स. कौन सा स्कूल कहेगा कि ये डार्क एज था? हाँ, फिर से बोलिए स्नेहा. एम्परियलिस्ट स्कूल. कौन सा कहेगा? एम्परियलिस्ट स्कूल. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे वांटेड टू एस्टैब्लिश दैट इंडिया हैड ऑलवेज troublesome time, and when India was in trouble, the foreigners came, they handled the situation, they settled down here. Got the point? So they say that in post-Maurya period there was a problem, in the pre-medieval period there was a problem, in the 18th century there was a problem. So post-Maurya period, see, 4 important powers came from outside, they settled down in India. Then pre-medieval, Turks came from outside, and then 19th century, who came? Or mid 18th century, not 19th century, the European came and settled down. So when India was in trouble, we came from outside, or foreigners came and they made the things easier for Indians. ठीक है? अर्थात जो एम्पलिस्ट हिस्टोग्राफी थी उसका मानना था कि भारत के लोग जो है वो वर्ल्डली अफेयर्स में इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स में. मतलब भारत की संस्कृति आत्मा परमात्मा वाली संस्कृति है. वेस्टर्न फिलोसफी कैसी है? मेटलिस्टिक फिलोसफी है. ठीक है, तो इसलिए भारत में कई बार देयर वाज अ पीरियड ऑफ डार्क एज. सो बाहर के लोगों ने आकर इसको ठीक किया. तो वीए स्मिथ ने, वीए स्मिथ एम्पलिस्ट हिस्टोरियन है, वीए स्मिथ, जिन्होंने भारत के इतिहास पर लिखा है, उन्होंने कहा कि इट वाज अ पीरियड ऑफ डार्क एज, पीरियड ऑफ डार्क एज. And he would be supported by the other imperialist historians. So why is saying that is period of dark age? Because he is having some arguments. Argument number 1, that it was a period of political disintegration. Political disintegration. Political disintegration. India was divided into multiple small political entities. Political disintegration. The second thing, there was a, हाँ कुछ बोल रहे हैं? हाँ, there was a problem in social field, means social complexity. Very good, social complexity. Outsider came as a ruler, na? So they challenged the Varna system. Varna system, na, where they would be inducted, na, in which Varna they would be associated with. So, na, outsider, na, came as a ruler. So challenge to Varna system. Challenge to Varna system. And defeat of Indian powers. Defeat of Indian political powers. It was a period of anarchy. Period of anarchy. So on the basis of this, he said that India was facing the problem of dark age at that point of time. Another important thing we must understand here, that before the Marxist history writing in India, there was the practice of political history writing. Political history writing. It means that all the things would be viewed from political point of view. Getting the point? Means political disintegration means dark age. No? Political centralization means golden period. Getting the point? So as a imperialist historiography, nationalist historiography and orientalist historiography, they wrote the political history That's why from their points of view, especially the amplist and orientalist, it looks like a dark period. ठीक है, लेकिन अगर हम दूसरी तरफ देखें, so opposite means counter arguments. When we talk about the counter arguments, we find that in almost all spheres of life there were so many positive aspects, whether it's a political, social, economic, religious, art and culture. Political disintegration was there, but administrative excellency was also there. Many rulers were great administrators. So take down administrative excellency. Counter argument. Presence of administrative excellency. Satvahana rulers, Kanishk, Kusan ruler, proved themselves great administrator. Satvahana rulers and Kanishka, the Kusan dynasty ruler, proved themselves great administrator. ठीक है, तो administration बेहतर है. Proved themselves. Satvahana rulers will be seeing. Satvahana rulers means Vasishti Putra Pulumai, Gautami Putra Satkarni. They were great administrator of the time. Kusan Kanishka. Kanishka was from Kusan dynasty. Kanishka, Kusan dynasty. Important administrator. They were important administrator. Satvahana rulers and Kanishka, they were important administration. So though political disintegration was there, but administrative efficiency was the same situation there in the modern period. When the British started to make expansion in India, India was politically disintegrated. It doesn't mean it was a dark age, because at that point of time many good regional rulers were there. Murshid Quli Khan, Ali Bardi Khan, great administrator of the time. Tipu Sultan and Hyder Ali, great administrator. Nizamul Mulk in Hyderabad, great administrator. Shivaji and his successors, great administrator. Ranjit Singh Ji, great administrator of the time. It means that political disintegration necessarily does not bring the administrative you can say flaw. Getting the point? So that's why despite a political disintegration, the efficiency was very strong. समझ रहे हैं ना, दोनों में ध्यान रखना है, दोनों में. तो इसलिए जो mid 18th century India है, that is also not accepted as dark age. वहाँ भी यही argument वहाँ भी काम करेगा. So first thing that administration was good. When we talk about the economic field, we find that flourishment was witnessed. Economic flourishment. It was a period of economic flourishment. It was a period of great economic flourishment. A number of coins issued, alag-alag coins. A number of coins were issued by the rulers of the time. Issued by the rulers of the time. A number of ports last year they asked about Mujris at Malabar Coast port, so Varvarikam, Karalungi, Mujris, so many ports were there in this period which are frequently mentioned in literary sources. And Periplus of the Erythraean Sea. Periplus of the Erythraean Sea. In our previous classes we have discussed it. It's an important source to know about post-Mauryan economic life. Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, written by a anonymous writer, unknown Greek writer in 1st century. It talks about Indian trade and commerce with Western world, Roman world.